Good afternoon, people. Time to do some weed treatment. I've got the fuzz now on the walls. So this came the other day, which I used last year, as recommended by a friend. So I'm going to give it another bash. Now I'm going to get it mixed up, just pour it in before the carnage weed like I had last year. I need to make sure I nip it in the bud. So as I said, there's a fuzz on the walls and the floor. They're quite loving it at the minute. They're just constantly eating it. So, but I don't want it to get any longer because it caused a major issue last year. So I'm going to get this mixed up and then poured in. Everything at the minute. There's been a few flicks and flashes from a couple of them today, but I'm not panicking just yet. I'm going to add this, and then if need be, I don't know what day. We're Tuesday today. I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off work, so one of them days I may, if there's still a bit of flicking and flashing, get a scrape or two done, but I might just chuck some food in, so whether or not it was anything to do with that I don't know, but I'm not flapping and panicking about it yet. All they want to do at the minute is eat, even the new tiddlers. Here's one of them. But I don't know where the other tiddler one is. They do look a bit lost in here. Oh, there it is. There's Tugger. It's been roasting hot last few days. So about 17ish degrees, something like that. But yeah, so I'm going to get this mixed up, bashed in, and then we'll just take it from there. I haven't actually turned the air off to see how much weed there is, but you can just see, look, just a slight fuzz on the walls, so that's pretty much as I would like. Any more than that could cause me an issue, or it will cause issues. Anyway, on to it. There we go, all in. If I remember rightly from last year, it didn't take too long to clear, not like the cloverleaf blanket answer. Can't quite remember, but anyway, we're in. Hello, so I've been out in the garden all day. As you see, the other day I put my weed treatment in. The water's gone to pot actually, but because I've been out in the garden all day, I have noticed the drum has been cleaning every 3-4 minutes, and I just thought that's a bit weird, isn't it? So just had a quick look inside, and the waste chute is blocked. So that's not good. So I need to sort that right now, because I think that might be causing some of the issues with the water clarity. Obviously I know there's going to be weed coming off and the water's not going to be brilliant, but when I look in the clean side of the drum, there's quite a bit of debris. I see bits getting through, so I presume that must be from the overflowing waste bit. So I'm going to have to disconnect the pipe just to clear it and then work out where it's blocked. Hopefully I've gone from 4 to 2 inches, just blocked there. Failing that, I'm going to have to go into the field, which is behind here, where I dug a hole, and the pipe goes through there, through that wall, out and just into a hole. So wicked. Looking forward to that. And luckily, it's nice and early in the day. Not. It's 8:30, so I need to get a bit of a wriggle on. Get that sorted. Right, get some screwdrivers and crap and get on with it. I don't even know how that's happened. The screws to this, the screw head's the other side. How the hell have I even screwed that in? As per normal, nothing's ever easy. Whatever happens, I am going to get wet. So I think I'm going to have to go for this little one here. Just there. And then we'll see. Right, got it off. And I cleared the blockage. Don't laugh, but I just put my mouth around it, in it, and blew really hard. It was just blocked the other end, I think. But anyway, blockage gone. Just need to put everything back together now. But I have noticed, I'll speak to the guys I got the drum from, but you can see here, this should be the clean side of the drum. It's quite dirty in here. Water looks to be bypassing through this flexible plastic part that sits on the edge of the drum. And you can quite clearly see the water is passing through. Hence it being dirty this side, and it should be completely clean. There's all sorts in it. Excuse the odd camera angles, but it's a bit awkward trying to get it in. So I'll speak to the guys who I've got the drum from and see what they say. But that's not good. That may be why the water is looking crap, because dirty stuff's getting through to the clean side and it's just pumping it straight over the shower. So God knows what inside of the shower looks like. So I might have to take that apart at some point. So yeah, that's not too good. Hopefully it's a simple or easy fix, or something that can be adapted to work correctly again. But yeah, that's not good. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here before I get wet. I've got to put it all back together. Well, look at the weather. It's actually slowed down a bit now, but it's been peeing down for about half an hour. So I'm probably not going to work today now, just take today off. It's what to do today, really. I don't know. Could do something koi related, I suppose. We'll see where we go. Hello again. So finally stopped raining. It's been unbelievable. Like crazy rain. Unbelievable. Anyway, so stopped raining. I'm going to use the time now to scrape a couple of fish. As I said, I saw a few flicking. Well, I say a few. The big chag, I was looking out the window upstairs earlier and it was flicking off this sidewall over here. And I think it was the Tikasui. Anyway, I'm gonna scrape a couple anyway. Obviously, I've added the two smaller ones from Adam Bayer. So who knows? And the weather's been all over the place again. I'll probably scrape one of the newer ones if I can get it, and a couple of the others. And I'm probably going to scrape both of the fish that are inside. I just need to bite the bullet now. I've been a bit scared about moving the two inside fish outside. I do really need to start getting a move on with getting that sorted in there. So I'll probably water tests on both, scrapes on fish on both, and then the scary prospect of moving the two in here over there, and then start demolishing inside here and getting it, one, a bit tidier, and two, just empty. And then at some point rip everything out and just start again in here. But that's a long way off. I need to clear out first and then move fish over. and then just decide what I'm going to do with all the junk in here and the bites and stuff. So I'll get the microscope out, get my water testing kit, which is in the messy cupboard, and hopefully everything will be okay, but you never know, this is koi keeping, isn't it? So we'll do that now, and then I'll come back to you in a bit, probably moaning about this, that, the other, parasites, water issues, but anyway, it's just the way it goes, isn't it? Well, I'll crack on with that now. Catch you in a bit. So scrapes came back clear, couldn't find anything. Water tests were good, everything was in normal range. Actually a bit of good news for once. I mean, the fish in here, I mean there's only 2. But this one, starting to get a bit of decent body now. Definitely needs to go outside because the belly's a little weak in places, but I mean I'm well happy with that. That has done amazing. I mean in the chag, when I got it was about 7, 8 centimetres, 10 centimetres maybe as a max. I mean it's an absolute clunker now. It's a few years old, 2 and a bit years old maybe. I picked him up in April-ish, I think. I mean the body on this is immense. I mean I can't wait to actually get him in a bowl, get a proper decent look at it, but to think that fish was like, I think I had 4 for £100, so £25 each. It's very clean as well. I can't see any off marks on it. So again, been lucky with that. That was part of, I bought, as I say, 4 for £100 with the intention of just trying to keep 1, maybe 2 out of the batch. But I ended up selling the other 3, 2 which were char suri looking, last year at some point, just to give everyone else in here a bit of a chance, because having too many fish and they were growing pretty quick. But having then killed a load of them, you know, I've got plenty of room at the minute, but well, I'm really happy with both them 2. As I say, the scrapes were clear, so I'll go and scrape a couple and do water checks over in the main pond with the intention in the next day or 2. I can't really lower the temp in here anymore. 18 degrees, and it's probably around 16.5, 17 over there, so when I do move them over I'll probably end up having to float the bags for a while just to try and get a bit of temperature equilibrium between the 2, but yeah, a bit of a sad time, bit of a change now, and getting rid of this and just worrying about one lot of water, 1 lot of fish, not having to worry about cross-contaminating stuff, not having to worry about 2 lots of treatments, not, you know. So it's the first step of moving and changing what I do, and just the next one will be finishing all the million odd jobs that I've got over there, sorting my skimmer line out and my heater. I'm thinking I'm going to try and run that off of the skimmer line when I get it eventually. So I'm not too worried about it just yet, but I know that obviously I do need to start thinking about it. If I want to get it this year, I do need to start putting some pennies away and getting it sorted, but finances are being pushed elsewhere at the minute, as always. Koi always on the back burner. So that's where it's at. So all good in there at the moment. Well, I know the kahaku over there needs a little bit of tamidine on it as well, so I'm going to clear all this lot up, get my hands washed and sanitised and stuff, and then we'll get some water readings over there and then some scrapes and have a quick look at that kahaku again, see how bad it's still. Well, it's not bad, but there's a red knock. It doesn't seem to be clearing up. So, but admittedly, I've not had it out for about 4 or 5 days. So I do need to do that again. Hopefully, the scrapes are all clear over there, but that may explain why it's not healing as quick as possible. If it's some kind of irritation and it's not happy, or the water's not right, obviously it's not going to heal in a quick, smartish time, is it? Anyway, we're going to do that now. So, here's the knock. Just going to stand a bit of tamidine on it. Just keep an eye on it. It's no worse than when I saw it last, so I flip it over and have a look underneath as well, just to make sure it's all clean, but should be good, but you never know. I'll get a scraper of this while I've got it out over here, and put a bit of Tamidine on it, chuck it back, and check that, and then probably just do 2 or 3 more. So another couple of scrapes done, nothing found, but my nitrite is still a tad high, 0.25ish, maybe a little bit more. It's not dark, but it's not, there is definitely a reading, so I need to get me water back on for here, and I decided, as normal with me, one job always leads to 50. I was going to take the shower cover off. Well, because obviously nothing's ever easy. The side part, which I cut round the pipe there, I can't just slide that out because all the plant's behind, and there's not enough angle to get it out. So I'm going to have to take the rubber boot off just to get it out. And then what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to turn the shower off for a bit. I've got some other media to put in, which I bought earlier this year at the Quinnicoy winter event thing. Some of that lotus root shower media. I bought a couple of boxes because I had it as a introductory dirt cheap deal. So this stuff, I'll get a bit out and show you what it looks like. I'm sure most people have seen what it looks like, so I'm going to put that in there as well, since I've got the cover off now. And yeah, so hopefully this will help with lowering my nitrite. So I don't really know why it's high. I've got no ammonia reading, which is really weird, and I've obviously got the K1 in there now, which I didn't have last year. It was late on, so a bit strange. So back off with chucking a bit of food in. I'm still only feeding wheat germs. I'm putting nothing too heavy in 3 times a day. So I'll stop that, or well, probably won't stop it actually, or will I? Maybe I'll get the trickle turned in up high-ish, and I won't give them anything until this time, sort of late on tomorrow afternoon, and we'll just see where we're at. And then I'll call it from there. Obviously it's warm now, so they're begging for food, so I don't want to cause undue stress by not feeding them. But obviously I need to keep an eye on the water parameters, don't I? So I'm a bit of a tricky place, but what can you do really? So say get the trickle back on and turned up maybe a little bit higher than normal, and then no food for 24 hours, and hopefully that'll help a tad. But I won't know till tomorrow, will I? So anyway, let's get these boxes down there, and then I'll take a bit out just in case there's people that haven't seen what they look like, and I'll compare it to what I've got in there anyway, and so you can have a look, and then we'll get the cover off, put this in, and put it all back together and turn it all back on. Should only take 10 minutes, but you know, it'll probably 10 minutes turn into an hour or so. But there we go, that's just the way it works, with me anyway. I hope I made that look easy. Anyway, so that's the media that I'm currently using. It's in there, and this is what this stuff looks like. So I just need to take all these little sticky bits off. So yeah, it's similar as in it's like a ceramic media, but obviously there's more holes and spaces for the bacteria to grow, so same diameter. So I won't break these ones up, I'll put them in whole, I think, as is. The only space in it is either the very bottom tray or the top tray, so I'm just going to get it all in the top tray. So the classic, got to get it over there, haven't I? So I think I'm going to float it over in the basket, and then I can just plant it in. Shut up! Stop it! Don't even know what you're barking at. You're ruining my video, man. Crazy dog. Anyway, get this over there now. Put it in. Finally done it. To get it all in now, all the media in, I've taken, there was a bottom tray just above where the cutout is for the weir, so you don't see any of the media. So I've taken that out to allow a bit more of the media in there, because I can't remember how much I was, 3 or 4 boxes originally, and I've just added them too. Anyway, to squeeze it all in, I've taken that, like the egg cratey stuff out, and just put all the media in the bottom, so it's sitting in some water actually now. Anyway, so the cover's off, the extra media's in, and I'll turn the flow up a bit more now. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. I can't even see that myself because I've taken the lid off. I've taken the lid off here. I'm going to have a quick look inside the drum. I've been told there's an adjustment for that rubber bit where the junk was coming through, from the clean side to the dirty side, or the dirty side which is bypassing the screen and going through the side. So I'm going to have a quick look at that now. Since I'm outside, I'm absolutely soaked. Not like I'm getting more wet, is it, unless I fall in? So I'm going to have a go at that now. And I'll tell you what I've noticed actually, since the shower's been on, it's been off for literally, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes. It's been flicking and flashing like crazy. So, well, I'm presuming I haven't got parasites, having just scraped 3 fish, so unless there's something I've missed, don't know. It might just be because the shower's off and all the little larvae things are just bloody everywhere, so they've been going nuts for it. But anyway, so I'm going to jump in here now, turn all this off and see if I can find where this adjustment screw is and get that sorted, because you can definitely tell within the water. I don't know if it's going to pick it up on the camera, but it's not. There's a lot more bits and bobs in the water than there used to be, so I do need to get this sorted. So I'll have a go at adjusting it. If not, I'll get back to the dealer and say I can't adjust it, what do I do now? But there we go. Anyway, crack on with that. So it's come home from work, I've got a parcel, hopefully this is what I think it is. So we'll get it open. Yes, it is a new rubber seal part for the drum. So thanks to Mike from Quinnicoy for getting that out quick smart. Apparently it's a bit fiddly to do, unscrewing the old one and replacing this one, so no doubt that will cause me some swearing and some pain, but anyway, at least I've got the bit to fix it now, because the old one doesn't sit flat on the drum and it's letting the junk through. God knows when I'm going to do it, but I need to get it done because the water's a bit not quite as sparkly as it used to be. So anyway, so yeah, thanks to Mike at Quinnicoy for getting that sorted ASAP. Well, I spoke to him yesterday and it came today, so you can't really ask for much more than that. We could have offered to come and fit it really, couldn't he? But no, I'll get that done at some point in the next couple of days. I don't know when, but I need to get it done. Anyway, at least it's here and I know what the problem is, it's just getting around to getting it fitted. So I'm putting a bit of food in still. I know I said I wasn't going to because of my nitrite issue, but I've got to give them something, haven't I? Alright fellas. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. I didn't put anything in this morning. Actually the water's not looking that bad at the minute. But I know it can look a little better. Well, I just need to make sure as well the junk's not going in over the shower and giving me issues. But there are visibly more bits floating in the water, which there wasn't before, so I need to just get that seal in there at some point. And I need to get the kahaku again. That's not really, it's still looking quite red, but I suppose if I've got me niggly nitrite issue, it's not in the best of places to heal really quick, is it? So I need to try and keep on with the top up of my water, which I've got running a bit quicker than normal over there, just to try and help get that sorted really. I mean, them bugs do take, they are, see the amount of treatment I've had PP in, I've had formalin and malachite, haven't I? Might have even had 2 pp's. So my filter has been hit pretty hard over the last few months. So, and then bugs do take a longer time to regenerate. So hopefully it's got to be soon, because I mean the temperature's up now. I can't even be blaming it on that. So just over 16 degrees. You're missing it. It's there. Look. So yeah, 16 degrees. It shouldn't hopefully take too long to get back to some kind of normal water parameters. But there's no flashing now, which I saw yesterday after turning the shower back on after having it off for that length of time, getting the cover off. That's all stopped now. Sound now, but someone's going to go and flash now. But so finally seem to be making sort of some progress with getting the fish back to normal and the water back to normal. And that is acting a bit weird. Anyway.